Good morning and welcome to a review of Birdie Wing. Yes, let me go, before I talk about episode 3 of season 2 of Birdie Wing, let me just say this. Birdie Wing is a show you guys need to watch. I get it. I absolutely get it. Birdie Wing may not be the talk show of this spring. I get it. Birdie Wing it's a golf anime. I get that. And Birdie Wing may not be as the hype of all sports that we know and love. And I ain't going down the list of all the sports animes that's current, that is like over the top vibe. But Birdie Wing, guys, forget that it's golf. And even though golf is boring to some people, taking something this so simple and makes it so surreal is the reason why you gotta watch Birdie Wing. The backstories, the drama, the passion for loving the sport is like, you may not love the sport, but I'm pretty sure you guys tried it. And for this show to give us what we wanted, to make us like want to go back and get the Wii and play some Wii Sports and Wii Sports Resort just to grab a Wii remote and start playing golf. Now, first season of Birdie Wing gave us something to know by. There's been a lot of questions and questionings that's been driving people's skull and in my skull. Who is Eve? Who is Aoi? Yeah, we got a few answers about Eve and Aoi. A few, not a lot. But this season, we got the answers. After episode 2, last week's episode, after Eve performed the rainbow shot, a beautiful rainbow shot, she remembers everything now. Her name, her mother, her father. And then I said that, they're half-sisters. Now, I'm one of those people who quick to answer, but they're not getting the full answer, you know what I mean? But episode 3 gave us the answers we want. So without further ado, let's get right to it, the review of Birdie Wing, season 2, episode 3, because there were moments, the emotions was there. Okay, so let me get to the chase. Forget that they won. Forget that Eve and Aoi won the doubles champion. Forget that. Forget that. That's not important. I mean, it is, but not as big as what in this episode we got. Okay, so after they won, we got a backstory with the coach and Aoi's mom. So they gave us a little flashback. Now, I could mistake my thoughts on this process. So bear with me on this, okay? You can write the comments down and let me know if I made a mistake or few, because my brain's a little rattled on this one. Okay. So we go way back, 20 years ago. The Amawashi group decides to fund Athens. Athena or Athens, I could be wrong. To sponsor their new golf club. I think it's Athens. I don't care. Anyway, to sponsor this golf clubs. And the 3 people that they scouted was the coach, Aoi's mom, and Kazuhiko. I'm gonna say Kazuhiko because that's you gotta know where I'm coming from. You gotta know what I'm gonna say from this one. Okay, Kazuhiko. So those 3 were sponsoring the Athens golf club, and they've been putting on a show. They won every tournament piece by piece by piece until until mom's father decides, which is Aoi's uncle. I'm gonna put Aoi's uncle, by the way. I'm gonna say Aoi's uncle anyway. I'm gonna say that. Decides like, okay, you're not going to compete in the American tour. We're gonna create an Athens Classic Cup and to have Kazuhiko and the coach to go against Raya. I'm not, like I said, I'm just going by I'm going by the names. Bear with me on this one. They decide to go against each other. And whoever wins will bear the child, go out, marry her, and then have a child with Aoi. You know what I mean? That's how it is. It was like a love. I won't call it a love triangle or a love quarrel. I mean, they all three of them respect each other. They respect each other. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So as these two guys were competing, and they were on point, at the moment Raya just like passed out. Like he got a huge concussion, just like what Eve dealt with, just like what Eve had, and because of that, Kazuhiko won the tournament. They forfeited the match and he won. Now, it wasn't a proud victory. It's not how, how guys want to win the match respectively, not by a forfeit. That's it. He doesn't want that. And because of that, he left. He left Japan and moved on. They haven't seen him in years. And then she came to visit Raya, and he fell in love with her. She fell in love with him. And she was pregnant. She was pregnant by him. Not only that, Kazuhiko came back, and he knew, and then when he came to visit Raya at the hospital and came to see him, he's like, okay, I want to marry your daughter, but on one condition. I'll train Aoi as is my own. So, when Aoi was born, Aoi was being trained by her real father, which is the coach, and Kazuhiko, who is, you could say, the adopted father. So it's like, for Aoi's mom, it's like, if you look at the bio, it's technically like this. For Aoi, the mother, the father, which is the coach, and the adoptive father. It's like that. So again, there's father. So again, Aoi's mom resume will say lover and husband. You see what I mean? Loves Rhea, but the husband is Kazuhiko. That's what I'm trying to say. Do you see? It's a little confusing to say, but you guys get what I'm trying to say on that one. Okay. So when Aoi was born, she was trained by those two guys, and they put her, and she was on top of the mountain. At age 8, she was a pro golfer. And then Kazuhiko left. He went to play. And then they heard about the incident that happened. That he died. For real. Kazuhiko died. And they found his body and all that stuff. So that was sad. But we found out more about that because when Kazuhiko was away at the time, he met a girl, in Europe at the time, which is Eleanor, gave birth, and Eleanor gave birth to Eve. So now we see Eve's backstory in some ways now. Evangeline Burton. I like that name. So when Eve was born with Eleanor, she was a single mom. At the time, Eve and Eleanor was together. And Eve, young Eve, kid Eve at the time, was all like, where's Papa? Trying to play off the nice, like, oh, she's away. I'm sorry. He's away. He's gonna. But when Kazuhiko came back and saw Eve, that was a tear to Eve's heart. Really. That was an emotion. I mean, like, there's so many emotions in this episode, guys. It's hard for me to cry. It's hard to feel like feeling it, but you guys get where I'm coming from this. Okay, so Kazuhiko will come to see Eve every now and then when he goes to tournaments. But then one day, tragic falls. One day, Eve, real father, Kazuhiko. I'm just going to let you know. Eve's real father is Kazuhiko, who we thought it was Aoi's dad, but no, it's the coach. There you go. So Eleanor and Kazuhiko decided to take Eve, on a cruise ship. Yeah, it was fun until, like, a storm crashed. A storm crashed the ship. To a point where Eve, and this is where season 1 comes in play, where we got the answers that we had. Because remember, go back to season 1, and you remember Eve waking up in an underground hospital and trying to remember who are they. Like, she don't remember her name. She don't know where her mom and dad is. She didn't even know none about that. She lost conscious. She has a concussion. She don't know about that. That's when they took her into this underground area just to get a doctor. And even he know Eve is concussion. Don't remember nothing. And that's when years went on. Eve was trained by Leo. So now all the pieces are now entwined into with Kazuhiko is the main reason why Eve is so freaking good. I mean, there were flashbacks where Kazuhiko was teaching Eve, her real father, trying to play golf. And she was really good at it. I forgot I skipped that out. Most of the times he would come home and spend time with Eve and show her the ways of the rainbow shot and the rainbow bullets. You gotta applaud that. That's why Eve got that determination. Not only that and that. So if we were to look at this too from a perspective of how they train, Eve was trained by Kazuhiko, who we thought was Aoi's dad, but it's not. And her real father's Kazuhiko, and Eleanor's the mom. And I'm sorry, Eve was trained by Kazuhiko and Leo, where Aoi was trained by the coach that we all know, who is a biological father in Kazuhiko. There you go. So I get it. The incest sibling is denied. We all thought that it was. I'm not the only one. I said last week they're half sisters, same mother, different father. Same father, different mothers. But no. Now we got the answers we want. The answers. I'm sorry. I thought so too. I ain't the only one, but I thought so too. So the rain scene, yo. The emotions on Eve and Aoi's face tells us everything. I can't even grasp on this. Their emotions were so freaking good. Eve got the answers. Aoi wants her answers. Like, Eve already got, after that shot, remember guys, she got her memories back. She remembers everything now, almost everything. But now Aoi is still questioning herself. She's like, who is my father? Forget the Sadara thing. We already know that's going to happen. But Aoi is trying to question herself. She's trying to question, is that my real father? Is he? That's the thing. Aoi is still going to be Aoi's still going to have a lot of pressure in this episode. Yeah, season 1, Aoi didn't have a lot of pressure. But this season, I feel like it's going to be more on Aoi than it is Eve. And I like Eve. But I feel like this is going to be different. Now, the mom. I can see why people hate her. I can see why. After seeing Aoi, she found out, before that, they found out that Eve is working on this mafia, is working with away from the mafia. That's why she come to the school, to get away from the mafia. So now the plot, there's a huge plot twist coming on, guys. It's a freaking plot twist. We just had a good golf tournament. Now we're in another arc. We're in this, forget the Japanese double tournament. That was a good arc. So now we're in this new arc now where the mafia is going to get involved with this. This is a huge twist. This is a new arc. The plot, oh my God. This is going to be great. Tournaments and golf. Tournaments, golf, and the mafia. Oh, hell's gonna break loose. Now, back to Aoi's mom. When she found out where Eve is from, she wants Aoi to she does not want Eve to compete. She does not want Eve to compete in any tournaments because it's dealing with the mafia. And I understand that. She doesn't want Aoi to get hurt or killed. And by God, if Aoi gets shot in this season 2 of Birdie Wing, I'm going to be so sad and so mad that they did Aoi dirty. Now, for Aoi's sake, Aoi wants Aoi to compete in the tournament, in this singles tournament. Because, again, their dream is to face against each other. Eve and Aoi not only see them as friends, but as rivals. And to prove who's the better golfer. That's all we wanted to see us. That's all we want to see in Birdie Wing, guys. We want to see them as competitors in a tournament. Who is the best golfer? Eve or Aoi? We all want to see that. But for the mom's case, she doesn't want Eve participating in any tournaments because the mafia is getting involved. Talk about a twist. Now, again, the mother is still keeping secrets. Once Aoi said, "Who's my real father?" the mom still don't want to tell her. Because I feel like there's going to be some more questions and more answers. But that's that. Now, overall, every episode of Birdie Wing is best by far. Episode 3 is the best episode by far. We got all the answers we needed from Aoi's backstory. We got all the answers we need from the adults. We got all the answers from Eve's backstory and Kazuhiko and the coach and Eleanor. We got all the answers we want to know about Eve and Aoi's golf skills and their perseverance and who their parents are. And the fact that with this new arc right now coming, with this new arc that we're in, with the twist of the mafia now is coming back from, with the fact that the mafia is going to be in this situation, it's going to be more violence, probably blood, and crazy dramas that we're going to get in Birdie Wing. We're going to get a lot. No question about it. Now, I get it. We all thought even Aoi would have siblings. I wanted that too. But that's denied. But at least we got the answers we wanted. Truth be told, best episode by far. Now, next week is Birdie Wing. And Viper is going to be back. Everybody loves Viper. So, I look forward for next week's episode of Birdie Wing. And let's see where this goes in the direction of Eve's and Aoi's, not relationship, more their friendship, and more plot twists along the way. Thank you.